What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Real quick, I recently installed this carbon fiber hood on this Chevy Cruze, and I was having some alignment issues over here in the corners of the hood, and the fenders were kind of really gapped out. On the driver's side here, the alignment is pretty good. I mean, not all these carbon fiber hoods are going to be straight, and they're not going to be perfect. So my hood is actually dirty right now. So I think I have some, a lot of dust on it and sand from the beach. The carbon fiber hood, I installed it myself, and I didn't have perfect fitment on this driver's side. So it was my first time installing it, so I did face some issues with the corner here. It was rubbing up against there, and I really didn't know how to adjust it left or right because I've never done it before, and there's not a lot of videos on YouTube that show it. So I'm making this video today because I've gotten mine to flush really good here on this driver's side, which I didn't have before. And right here we have a little gap, and that's only because the carbon fiber is supposed to be arching around just a little bit, but the carbon fiber looked like it was cut like a little bit too short right in this corner, which is okay because nobody really notices it when they see the car. So as you can see here, it's really flushed. How I got that to happen, this is how I got it to happen while I was working on it by myself. So I got this little jar of All Seasons. I lifted up the hood, right? And I put the gallon of All Season right here. I came over here to the bolts. I untightened those just enough to where the hood would shift over left and right or up and down, right? But you don't shift it while it's on top of this right here, because you're going to take this out. You're going to lay the hood down after you untighten these bolts on both sides, over there and over here. You're gonna have to take off this middle striker so it won't be here, all right? So it won't be in your way. All right, take this thing here, lower the hood down just a little bit, then you come over here, you push it left, right, you just adjust it, and it's going to slide along to wherever you want it to go. All right. So on this side, passenger side, this fender was hit by another vehicle, so it isn't that flush. Well, that's what I thought. As you can see here, this is pretty flushed right here because I was playing with it. I was moving it around and stuff like that, and I got it to flush right here, and I moved the fender over just a little bit. Inside there, there's a little bolt right there. So I was having problems right here, which is not bad right now. And as you can see, it's still a gap here, but it's not so noticeable as it was before. I didn't really like it. And then right here, so it actually can touch. If I was to slam this down, it probably would just hit into it. But right now, it's laying like that because I don't have the striker in. Now, I was looking at this thing and I was wondering, like, why isn't it flushing, you know? Well, come to find out that I took this little piece off right here and found out that this was loose. And the fender wasn't flushed. So on the other side, you can go straight down. So like right here, look. You're saying it's not supposed to stop. It's supposed to go straight. So right here is stopping. So if you push it over, it'll flush it a little bit. If you can see right there, you see that? That'll be flush. So they actually didn't tighten this down where I got this repaired at. And then also right here, this little piece, this little thing here, is supposed to be up against that. And I'm only making this video because somebody might face this issue one day. So this is not close, but only this will bring this in and you can lock it down right there. So the fender right here will be flush. I thought I had a really bad fender, so, or it was underlined. Alright, so right here, right here inside this fender, the door, you're going to open your door. And you're going to see a bolt right here. That's the fender. So if I push into it, it'll move over some. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm going to try it. So what you got to do is you got to push this in, lock that down, come up here and twist that, and your fender will be flushed. Now I'm not going to get this thing more flushed than this, but if you want to know how to move your carbon fiber hood around without any help, instead of lifting it up and down, trying to, like, you know, usually you have to have two people. You hold it up, one person moves it over, the other person moves it over, and you tighten it, and all that crazy stuff. All you gotta do is just grab it here, and then you grab it down there somewhere at the end where you can move the hood up or down. So you're gonna go up, down, or closer to the hood. You leave it there. Remember, the bolts are not too loose, so when you lift this hood back up, it won't move. So it's only going to have enough tension on it to where you can move it and it won't slide out of place when you raise this hood back up. And when you raise the hood back up by yourself, you put this thing in there and it's not going to be too far up and it won't shift on you. Alright guys, so that fender is now flushed. See, I can't even stop it on this little thing here. So if your fender is hanging out or is not flushed, just take this thing off right here and do the same thing I just told you. The inside fender here, I had to push over a little bit because I do have to keep in mind that this side was kind of damaged in an accident. So I ended up getting it flushed. So yeah, on this side it's not that flush, and this also, it's kind of low here. I'm okay with that. I'll just raise the bump stop on the inside. Here on this side, it's flushed perfectly. Maybe just a little bit of hair. Actually it's perfect. This side is absolutely perfect, and it doesn't give me any rubbing issues up here. Now the hood is pretty low on this side because I guess the washer, probably the washer will raise it up a little bit. And plus it's but yeah, the hood is lifting, everything is aligned. So now I'm gonna have to install some hood latch, the catch pins. Pretty flush right there. I probably can bring the bump stop down just a little bit here, but I don't want to like bang it up against the fender when I close the hood. So I can bring this down just a little bit. I had it up high because it wasn't aligned too good, and then it was hitting against this fender. So this might bring it down just a little bit. And there's my heat shield. I had to cut the rubber on this, but I got a new one. I put a new one over this, and then this is my little dust cover for my air intake. Alright, so that's what I got going on right now. This keeps the dust out. I get a lot of dust, as you can see. I got some those little, as you can see here, this thing catches a lot of dust. You can see like little dust speckles on here. So yeah, your air intake does, you know, the little filtration, like they say, these cold air intakes. Those little wires that's on the filter does help out, but this has a little bit more extra help. I mean, it robs you of some horsepower. You're not going to get the maximum horsepower out of this. If you had a K&N, those have oil, so they give you more air into your intake. This one here, it filtrates, so you're not going to get that much dust going in there, you know, and it's dry. Look at that. Got some dust on that. I got dust all in. Alright, so for the hood striker latch thing, well, the hood striker, what you want to do is you want to take your hood striker and put it inside the hood latch itself. So you're going to pretend that this is in your hood, and when you close your hood, this thing is going to be flat like this. And you're going to adjust this thing to this height where it lays flat on here, depending on what striker you get. If they send you an aftermarket, well, not they send you like this hardware here. You want to push down on the striker until it goes in twice. See, it catches on. That's the first one. And then the second one. Just gotta hold it in. Slide the plate down to the top of this. And it'll show you how far down you should take the plate or whatever. There it is right there. So this is gonna be like that. And you adjust this little ring or this little thing, tighten it down to where the hood latch would be. Or it's going to be too long and your hood is going to be propped up just a little bit. I can see down in here how far it goes. It's just, that's how far it will be. So roughly like that. Alright, okay guys, hopefully that helps somebody out there.